Welcome back to the Impact Zone, and we'll continue the conversation about maximizing your singleness.
Yes.
Now, we was having a good conversation with Coach Les, and we want to continue that conversation. I think it's very important if you're going to maximize your singleness. One thing that I did when I was single is that I took out the time to discover who I was.
Yeah.
And what my purpose was. And I think so many times single people do not take out the time to learn who they are.
Yeah.
And what your purpose is in the earth.
That's true.
And if you don't know what your purpose is in the earth, then you will live life constantly going around the same mountains or living life like an experiment.
True.
Because your life has no sense of purpose or direction.
That's true. And also with that, Coach, I've found out too, a lot of times we develop our life based upon what was told to us, and we never get to that point of take time, discover your purpose.
Yes.
It is from the time you were born, go to school, get married, but nobody tell you how to take time to discover your purpose.
Yeah.
Because if you just do anything just to do it, it's going to be short-lived. But when you learn to start doing things on purpose, you're going to only find things that focus on your purpose or look like your future.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's very important that every single take out the time to learn who they are. Okay, what is my purpose? What am I good at? What are my gifts?
Yeah.
You know, I think that's very important too, because so oftentimes we are so focused on our weaknesses that we don't spend enough time giving attention to our strengths, our gifts.
True. That's good.
And I think that's important too. So if we're going to maximize our singleness, it's very important that we learn, okay, who am I? What is my purpose? And what am I good at?
Yeah. And and that's what I think, and I'm gonna get a little churchy for a minute. That's what the enemy plays with us, is because we don't know our strengths. We so focused on weakness that we don't know our strengths. And so when somebody come in and they throw that out there, what are you strong at? You ever been to a job interview and they ask you what's your weakness? You can rattle off your weakness.
Yeah.
But what are your strong points?
Absolutely.
Let me see. Because we never focus on our strengths. When you focus on your strengths, it's hard for somebody to come in with some little side story, because you know what? I'm better than that. I've told myself that. I built myself up now that I know my strengths just as much as I know my weakness.
Oh, that's very good, because so often I've learned in my own spiritual walk is that when I focus on my weaknesses, I got weaker.
You got weaker.
And so many times, and many of you may be able to relate to that, when you focus on your weakness, you get weaker.
Yeah.
When you say you're not going to do something, you do it because that's your focus.
Yeah.
And whatever you focus on, it amplifies in your life.
True. I want to say it like this here. Whatever you magnify will be magnified.
Yes.
If you keep magnifying the weakness, that's all you're going to see. That's what you're going to become.
Yeah.
So why not maximize your strengths?
Absolutely.
Think about this. When I do go to the gym, I do go sometime, the first thing they tell you to do is how much can you lift?
Yeah.
And their goal is to get you from 45 to 85 to 200, whatever they got to do. They're not worried about your struggling or your weakness. They want to build you. Notice this, you only become strong when they add pressure to you.
Absolutely. Yeah. You only get strong when they add pressure or when they add weight.
Yes.
You have to be able to carry the weight. And I think it's very important too that I want to encourage I'm married, I've been married like 25 years. And the thing is that, when I was single, I maximized my singleness.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoy being single. So I think it's very important that so many singles, they don't enjoy being single because they're so focused on being married.
Yeah.
And I know you may want to be married, but don't make marriage or the married life an idol.
Yes. Say that again.
Don't make marriage an idol. And so many single Christians,
Write that down.
they make marriage an idol. Marriage is not a cure-all, and singleness is not a disease. We got to get that understanding.
And I think that's what people think, that, okay, let me go and get married so I can get cured. I can get this, I can get that. But you know what? Can I be honest from a single perspective? A powerful man, man with know his stuff, know his life. He's not looking for a weak woman.
Right.
He's looking for another woman, a woman that can do the exact same thing,
Yeah.
that I can bring to my kingdom, my domain, and we can build together. And a lot of times when you focus on the getting married part, you don't think about your singleness or getting to know yourself. You don't have much to bring to the table.
Right. Yeah.
So now it's like, two strangers trying to get to know each other. Now your purpose, everything is being delayed because I didn't take the time myself to do my own homework to get to know me. And that's what you have to do. Get to know you.
Get to know you.
Because guess what? When you're so focused on just getting married, you miss all kinds of red flags.
Yeah.
You ever been driving on the interstate and you miss your exit because you were so busy doing one thing, talking, and you're like, golly, I missed my exit. That's what happened when you don't enjoy your singleness. You miss all of these. Don't turn. You turn. Go the other way because you're focused on I want to be married so bad.
Yeah, and they're missing out on life. They're missing. One thing for me, I enjoy being single because when I was single, I knew that was my time to be with myself. I didn't have to be concerned or consider of somebody else. It's about me.
Yeah.
Number one.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't have to do no check-in because it's me. You know, that plays a difference. You know, what I'm saying? I don't have to be concerned about what did you eat today because why? Yeah. It's me.
And singleness is not selfish.
No, it's not. Not when you're single. No. You can be on a 40-day fast, but when if you're married, you can't go on no 40-day fast. You know, you can have a conversation.
Yes.
We need to talk.
That's the part they don't talk about. You have to communicate those things. I don't care how saved spiritually you are. That has to be a conversation you and your spouse have.
Yes.
And I love what you said. You know, I'm having fun. I don't have to check in with nobody. I'm paying my own bills.
Yeah.
I can go when I want to go, come back when I want to come back. And being single is not being selfish.
It's not being selfish.
Why would you...
Well, you are you are a little bit though.
A little bit
because
but
it's about you.
It's about you, but you don't have anybody else that you have to pour that into, your time and attention into.
Yeah.
It's just you. But once that time comes to make that transition, because it's timing and it's what you want, then you learn to make those adjustments.
Yeah.
But at the most time, it's like you don't get to know yourself.
Yeah.
And so when a person asks you, if your boyfriend, whoever, girlfriend, send you a text and says, send me 10 things that you like to do, can you rattle it off or do you have to think about it?
Yeah.
You should be able to tell them right off. I like M&Ms. I like Kit Kat. I like Skittles. Just reel those things right on off your tongue because I know me. Learn to enjoy you. I said it in the other video.
Yeah.
Don't make a person your happy place.
Yeah.
Because when they leave, happiness leave too. But if I'm centered around me, knowing what I like to do, making myself happy, you can go and come if you want to, baby.
Yeah.
Deuces. I'm good.
Yeah. A person is not your joy.
No.
A person is not your happiness. They can add to your joy, they can add to your happiness, but a person is not that. Because if you allow that person to become your joy, your world, when they leave you, your joy leaves.
It's gone.
And so I think it's very important that we hammer in on that because so many people have made people their happiness or their joy, and when they broke up or the relationship has ended, they're no longer happy because they made the person their happiness.
I have a question for you. Will red flags ever turn blue?
No, red flags will never turn blue. And that's a quote I say in culture. Red flags will never turn blue. So don't ignore the obvious. And so many of you, when you're single and you're dating and things like that, you ignore the obvious. And you should not ignore the obvious. Wow. You don't have the power to change a person. And for some of you ladies, you go into a situation think, well, I can change him.
No.
You can't.
Nope.
You don't have that kind of power.
Nope, never.
You struggle to change yourself.
Hello, every day. Every day it's a struggle for you. And just imagine trying to bring somebody else in. And one thing I've learned too, and I want to throw this out there. One thing God began to reveal to me some time ago, he says, a lot of times people are praying for marriage, praying for a spouse, praying for this, praying for that. He says, first of all, are you ready for that?
Yeah, you got to be ready.
Why would I give you a gift that you're going to damage?
Yeah, you got to be ready.
So I had to learn in my singleness, be happy and also heal from all other stuff that I went through.
Absolutely.
Because you don't want someone great to come into your life and you take those bricks from that old relationship into this new relationship, and now he or she has to deal with your brokenness.
They do.
I have a saying that I mean 100%. Sometimes you got to learn how to win wounded.
Yeah.
Accept the apology you're not going to get and move forward, and don't let your life be stuck.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say to that point is this, that marriage is about serving. And singleness is about self. It's as simple as that. It's not deep. It's not complicated. Marriage,
lift your hands.
If you want to be married, then you want to serve. If you want to be married, you are called to a place of service. So marriage is about serving, and singleness is about self. And it's okay to be single.
It's okay.
God can give you the grace to be single. Yes. So don't make relationship decisions out of pressure, but make them out of purpose.
I want to say something so bad, but I'm going to be nice.
Go ahead and say it.
Listen, sex is not going to cure you.
It's not.
It's not. After you do that, then what?
Yeah, it's not.
It's not going to cure you. So you want to make sure that you are ready and happy with you.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to be ready and happy with you, satisfied with you. All right, this has been our time. We're going to stop right here. But we hope that you have enjoyed this episode of Maximizing Your Singleness.
Yes.
And we will hope that you will continue to subscribe and like these videos. Share them with your friends. Come on and share these videos and leave some comments. We will definitely engage with you on this channel.
Yeah.
See you next time in the next video.
Have a good one.